These are commonly seen butterflies in the cities. This is called plain tiger butterfly. This is orange colored butterfly. And there is one more species found here which is called Danid egg fly. Danid egg fly male butterfly is very much different in color from this butterfly. Okay, this is orange and that is kind of blackish bluish color with egg-like structures on the wings. That's why it's called Danid egg fly. There is something called mimicry in nature, where female of Danid egg fly mimics this butterfly. So female of Danid egg fly is exactly same as this plain tiger butterfly. And the reason is, what could be the reason?
Poisonous आहे दाखवायला.
Exactly, because Danid egg fly is not poisonous butterfly. But because birds have a memory, birds try eating this and they know that this color is not eatable. And that's why that color is also not eatable. So that's how this Danid egg fly female saves its life. And that such kind of relationship, mimicry is there in many other couples of species, and that is really interesting kind of phenomena. And mainly in birds, some things are instinctive, they are in the genes and the blood, whatever you call it. But eating habits are kind of environmental learning. So the bird, which is a bird chick, won't know that whether to eat this or not. That is not there in the genes. The chick has to eat it, throw it out, and then it will remember. Because it's poisonous, meaning it will have some pungent taste. It won't kill the bird. And that's how they learn things. Because same species of bird which is eating butterflies would have different set of species of butterflies for them in Himalayas and in Kerala. That's why it can't be ingrained in the genes. You understand? So that's how, and this is one of the best phenomena mimicry. Krishnamay Kunte, who is from Pune, is butterfly man of India. So he is studying this kind of mimicry, how that happens basically, how that mimicry goes. So this is called plain tiger, and the other one is Danid egg fly. We might see those. We'll just try.
Evolutionary trail saying that they have evolved to mimic the other fly,
Yes.
or is it just out of chance at times?
So it is out of chance, but so many out of chance things has led to that evolution, wherein this mimicry happens. In many cases, a poisonous butterfly also mimics other poisonous ones. We'll talk about that. Binocular कोणाकडे आहे? So this is the मैना साळुंकी ज्याला म्हणतो आपण ना, कॉमन मैना. Yes. The kingfisher we see here. The white-throated kingfisher, which is the most common, then common kingfisher, which is comparatively less common rather. And the third one, which is almost towards local extinction from Pune, is pied kingfisher. Pied kingfisher la kawड्या म्हणतात actually. So because that particular kingfisher needs clean water to hunt fishes, and water of the rivers is like black water. These are gutters today. That's why number of those birds is declining. And it is said that kingfisher does understand physics. Can anyone answer this? How?
Because it dives in right at the point or something?
That's right, but what is physics in it? Think about it.
आता त्याला ऍक्च्युली दिसतोय कुठं आणि तो आहे कुठं.
Yeah, exactly.
लाईटचं रिफ्रॅक्शन.
So the experiment that you might recall from school, wherein the coin is kept at the bottom of a glass, water is there, and the coin is seen actually a bit lifted. So where you are seeing, the coin is not there exactly. So kingfisher sees the fish the same way. So it basically minuses that angle and then it dives, so that it can reach exactly the fish and not where it is seeing it. That's how it is said, that they understand physics. Diffraction of light. I think someone spotted a purplish bird with a red bill. You see it there? This is pond heron. The on the right, exactly behind this tree, you see one bird in that pistia. So if you see through binoc, you would see the purple color and the red beak. पेअर मध्ये असतात, फ्लॉक मध्ये पण असतात,
दोन्ही पण आहे
भरपूर असतात. हा, असतात तिकडं. पानकोंबडीचा प्रकार आहे तो एक. इट्स एक्झॅक्टली बिहाइंड दिस ट्री
हा ना
इन द वॉटर. या एक्झॅक्टली तो आहे, बरोबर. इट्स कॉल्ड पर्पल मोती. हा, तो हलतोय पक्षी पाण्यात. बघितलं तू? So basically this, why we say that this lake is rather destroyed by beautification work. So beautification work has major component of building the wall to stabilize the lake. You see this is all rock wall. And what birds need is the mud flat, wherein you have very gentle slanting slope where mud is there. Okay, and that is where the migratory birds visit, because invertebrate population is there at that point, which is between the water and the mainland. You see here there is no bird because of this wall. There is a major mistake done by these people, because they looked at the lake from the perspective of recreation for humans than it as an ecosystem of wetland.
And what is this which is widely growing everywhere? Like what is
Pistia.
pistia?
Yeah. And some patches are ecornia. So this all, it's like lake is completely gone unless the people, it's under PMC. So after so much of halla gulla we did in newspapers, they appointed a group or committee to look at the restoration of the lake, how we can revive the lake. And Ecological Society was given that work, and I was heading that committee. So we gave so many recommendations. Report is there online, that how we can bring the lake back to its history. And the very first suggestion we have given is you have to remove this. And PMC is a bit hesitant on such a big structure, how we can remove it. So this lake is gone. If you really want to see migratory birds coming here as it was in 90s and 80s, you have to remove this, because this is the biggest mistake they have done. And anywhere, like if you see any quarry and all, even the river, they have channeled the river, right? They build the walls because water shouldn't come and all. So they are destroying these banks, and those banks destruction is nothing but you are killing the river, you are killing the lake and quarry, whatever it is. Because you should look at it from the perspective of ecosystem, than like these paths and the jogging tracks and all. That is what they are focused, and that's why we are missing the birds. And this is the pathetic condition of the lake, that you greenery you see. Unless this is gone, bird would never come. So this is first thing, and that is second, that they are planning to remove that. But see, what is the invasive species? Invasive is one, even there is a single seed remaining of these species, these will again grow quickly back. The same is with lantana. You see the lantana, this is one of the top 5 issues Indian forests are facing. घाणेरी म्हणतात ज्याला, टणटणी म्हणतात. This red flower you see, this is again invasive species. So wherever there is even smaller space they enter and they spread like anything, very much like this. So they are comparable in wetland ecosystem and forest ecosystem. So yeah, that's the condition of.
But the flowers of the lantana can't birds like get nectar out of it or something?
Yeah, they get it, and that is a problem, because so birds do adapt to the conditions changing.
Right.
So bulbul, sunbird,
Right.
even to certain extent this fantail as well,
Right.
बटरफ्लाय
prenie as well, so many butterflies as well. So they spread these pollens, right? And they are spreading this because they don't have any option now. There should be some indigenous species here, which is replaced by this, because entire ecosystem is degraded. So what they would do, like you see pond herons and purple moraines here, they don't want this pistia. They are not, liking it, but they don't have any option. So they are trying to adapt to that, and that again further leads to spreading of invasive species, and that can really kill a ecosystem. In many places you see, like I have a photograph of very big hill in Satpura, which is entirely covered by lantana, wherein it has very small thorns and it creates a bushes continuously. So even a wild boar or animal can't enter that. It blocks the movement. And best way is to not allow that to spread. once sprayed you can't really remove. So this removal is happening time to time, and that cost is also adding. Through taxes it reaches us. So that is they are doing, but they can't do it at a time. 100% seeds are gone, and because of that this continues. Then fishes die. Then aquatic ecosystem is completely collapsed here.
What measure do they take to make sure all the seeds are gone?
So they are trying. First thing is, so first you have to remove at least 90% of that. Okay. Then you plant aquatic species there. See why these enter there, because the local vegetation which should be there is not there. Now you start doing, continue building the pressure of indigenous species, that would throw these invasives out. So they have to, act on both the sides, which they are not.
इन्सेक्टचा काहीतरी एक्सपेरिमेंट मध्ये केला होता. हाऊ मच दॅट इज सक्सेसफुल ऑर ॲडवाइजेबल?
Weevil beetleचा केला होता. So in Hyderabad it was successful for a lake, but yet we are not sure whether that beetle would spread further. That is the biggest problem. When you bring up some species like that, which is a kind of predatory, there is a danger, because there are cases in other countries wherein, like, there is called Australian toad. Toad is a species. Toad is a kind of frog, and that got invasive in Australia. So they brought some species of snake or something to control this population. Now that snake is out of control.
There is no predator for
There is no predator. That's the danger. So yeah, so when you bring any such species from outside, this ecosystem doesn't know how to deal with that, and that is where this problem arises. We are yet to realize this. I mean, still PMC and the people who did this project, beautification project, they're still defending that all the time. They might defend. This is a parakeet up there. Rose ring parakeet.
There
This is one of the most
is
common.
a bird which is coming here. Is that a crania? Can you just see? There are two birds on the coming onto the ground as well.
How far is it from here? Ashiprinias are there, quite common. Yeah, there is a bird. Just give a hand. Yeah, that's Ashiprinia. You see the bird here? The movement you have to catch actually. It's a very small bird called Ashiprinia. It's a kind of wobbler. So Ashiprinia is, for kind of its morphology and the color, it very much is similar to tailor birds, and it builds this nest stitching by two leaves, same way.
Acha. Oh.
Yeah, so it's difficult even if you see such a nest, and whether it is of tailor bird or a prinia,
Okay.
and that is what tells you the flow of evolution that happened. Okay, because if you go like 10 lakh years back, this would be the same species.
Acha.
You understand? Splitting of species happens as per the changes in the ecosystem.
Okay.
So very much like in lapwings, there are two common lapwings we see here. One is red wattle that
Red wattle,
you see in the wetland, and the other one which is seen in grasslands is a yellow wattle lapwing. The only difference is in the color at the base of the bill, and that is the same case. Then that is a split from earlier one, which was a single species, and today there are two. Yeah.
For this problem, what is the best solution?
So best side is you start planting aquatic species at the same time. As you remove Pistia, you start changing the, adding some indigenous species there. So that further growing of Pistia in the same location is not possible, because we have already covered that niche. So it's all about a niche anywhere you see. So that's why inter-species competition is less. Like, see, crow and sparrow may not fight, but crow will fight, because their niche is same, their food, their location of nesting, everything is same. No? That's why they have to fight.
Can't we remove from the root?
Yeah, that is what they do. These are floating ones. They don't reach till the ground. But even if you remove, you have to remove 100% of the not impossible. While removing some seeds that remain there, and then removing seeds back. Yeah, they try it, but not 100. I never seen it 100% like completely removed at any point of time.
But I think they tried. Even Pawna River near Akurd in Bashadri.
Yeah.
This is where completely.
Yeah,
clear of
yeah, the same way. Yeah.
the- What are these trails that you see here?
Yeah, I was wondering what is that. So that's what something is moved. Probably some duck or this circle moving or something.
So how did it
See,
happen?
at the end you would see this bird, you see, only pond around there. Something like that. You are still, you have not, see, this is a
Right
kingfisher. काय म्हणतात त्याला लक्षात ठेवणार का
It's still
तिथं
there.
कोणी माणूस होता?
So how did it happen?
नाही बोटी असतात बोटी घेऊन गेलो असतील लोक फिशिंगसाठी जातात या someone is there. थांबलायच पाण्यामध्ये ही फार खोल नाही आहे लाईक आय हॅव फोटोज ऑफ द एम्प्टी लेक आय वॉक फ्रॉम दॅट एंड टू दॅट एंड या in I think few years back in the May it was completely dried. At the center there are some deep ditches, but otherwise it's just a ground.
सर हे झालं कसं काही
काय?
हे जे वर आले ते झालं कसं काही
ते झालं कसं काय म्हणजे
म्हणजे ते क्रिएट कसं झालं आता आधी तरी लेक असेल ना प्लेन लेक असेल
हां प्लेन लेक असलं ना ती हे मुवमेंट असते ना काही तुम्ही चेंजेस केले सिस्टीममध्ये इवन इफ यू ब्रिंग सम यु नो वाळू जरी आणली आपण तर सँडमध्ये सुद्धा सीड ट्रान्सफर होतात
बट लेट्स सी
आणि इवन अ सिंगल सीड इज इनफ टू यु नो स्प्रेड ऑल ओव्हर बिकॉज दॅट्स वाय दे आर कॉल्ड इन्व्हॅसिव्ह
if it's done with human intervention we would look at it as a problem, right?
Yeah.
But let's say it happens naturally.
Yeah.
Would we still interfere in it and be like, oh, this is a problem
See,
and we need to
any
solve it?
spread of invasive species would never happen naturally. This is all because of if humans you remove any of the human intervention from this, and this won't be the condition of the lake. This is created by humans, so should be sorted by humans. That's how it is. Why we support tigers and building tiger projects? Because the habitat and ecosystems are destroyed by the spread of villages and towns, and disconnecting the corridors between the two larger areas. So this won't happen. In nature is a full cycle. So you don't see waste in the nature. You don't see any invasion in the nature. Yeah, that's how it is. Because of some other intervention, whether knowingly or unknowingly, intentionally or unintentionally, but that is somewhere connected to human intervention.
मेन कॉज मे बी पोल्युशन
Pollution, of course, that's what I was saying. की inorganic जे सगळे आहेत ना त्यात फ्लो जातो. So this river comes, if you go at the, so I showed the bund. If you go upwards of that Ram river, it's all flooded with sewage and inorganic matter, which leads to this. Because they need some nutrient na, to grow. So these are the nutrients, that is the pollution.
But even if they clear this and that's not stopped, this will never clear anyway.
Yeah, so they have to act at multiple level. Otherwise it will never stop.
Rankala.
Rankala, exactly. Right.
Spend crores of rupees, but no attack.
Exactly.
Unless and until pollution will stop.
Yeah, exactly. The root cause you should remove. Otherwise it will get the symptomatic treatment. That won't help.
अच्छा, ते आहे
रंकाळाला कसं वरती त्याच्यावर काही पोल्युशन एजंट्स नाही पण तिथं म्हशी धुणे
हा,
साबणाने
गाड्या धुवायला पण
गाड्या धुणे आणि साबणानेच कपडे धुणे बरोबर लोक
तुझं गाव कुठलं?
कोल्हापूरला बुकिंग केली खूप स्पेंड केले त्याच्यावर काढण्यासाठी
The very red color that you see is living the comes because of the if you see stilts and all, those are pollution indicators. The black wing still it is called. Period of lakhs and millions of years. Yeah, this is like just 10 years of difference. So this is nothing to do with evolution. We can surely say because this is too quick change, and the wildlife there or the biodiversity there cannot adapt to the quick changes. So climate change is one of the quick change that no bird can or any other wildlife can deal with. So any impact they would be gone. Climate change impact. So that's how it is. Evolution takes a lot of time. And we have changed this in just last 250 years, 300 years maximum.
It's strange how humans were, like we are the species that's most evolved in
Yeah.
the chain, and still we don't fit properly in this section.
Yeah. That so-called very much evolved has led to destruction kind of. And that might happen. There is one book called Sixth Extinction. You should read that.
What, sorry?
It talks about how we are leading to
Oh, six
sixth
extinction.
extinction.
They already are talking about.
Also we are destroying the natural resources. and then that sometimes some moment it will culminate into the mass extinction for sure.
But this won't stop because every day, even our households, what we use is how we pollute. Like what's in our clothes, right?
Yeah,
From there
it is connected to everything daily. Everything we are doing is like chemicals we are using. The soap
Right,
and
from
shampoo is
soap,
going to the river.
toothpaste, everything.
So yeah, there are some organizations trying to convert that to organic use of products, but then it should be reaching to that level. Yeah, it is currently because not all people are using it. So that is one way out. But again, it should be multiple actions that people take. So there is no water actually, you see till the end. I don't know, even if we had gone from that gate, there is a bit of water at the end. Very few. Some egrets might be there. But this was once abode of migratory birds. So we haven't seen any migratory except that blade-thread warbler.
And so what kind of other migratory birds are coming here?
There are like 15 types of ducks used to come here.